Hey guys, this is Edwin from the Recording Connection. We're going to be looking into how to whiten your guitars by using different effects, by using your auxes. This is a great method to take a single guitar line and make it take as much space as possible if you need that on your track. Let me play for you the original guitar. Perfect, right? What I did is I added a little micro shift by Sound Toys. I added this one to give it a flanger effect, right? Sounds already more interesting. And then what I did is I added an EQ and kind of just, it's a high pass filter, kind of took off that muddiness in the bottom, right? Perfect. That's awesome. Perfect. But how could we make it bigger? How could we make it even more interesting? Which is something that a lot of star mixers just look above that, right? Like look beyond that, I should say. And it's how do we make this more interesting? How do we make it something that can take as much space as I said before? First method that I like to use is actually detuning the guitar, sending it to an aux and actually detuning it. So on the left, you make it 10 cents flat. On the right, it makes it 10 cents sharp. That obviously is not going to be the focus of your mix, but if you creep it in, you're going to notice the difference. Let me play it for you. And then I'll gradually bring in that actual the detuning. Mute it. So the way it could be perceived is as a double, right? But it's actually thickening, and it's not just regular like a double thickening, but it's actually out of tune, right? So because it's out of tune, it adds in this very cool kind of back and forth effect that really thickens it up. And then also what I did is I added a delay. A delay just in the background, nothing big whatsoever. That way it could give it that depth. Think about it, delay is from front to back, right? Your reverb, you're actually creating a whole space to it, but the delay is much for from here to there and back, right? Number one key thing is make sure that your delay doesn't keep some of the same tones, especially when you're changing chords, or else it's going to sound muddy, right? Great way to do this is not only lower it on your mix, but actually take off the feedback, things like that, things that are going to bring back those tones that by the time they come back, you're already in a different chord, if that makes sense. And keep in mind, guys, this is just the beginning of it, right? You go from there, you add in a reverb to the delay, things like that. And also at the Recording Connection, our students are able to go to the mentors. If you're a student, you're able to go to your mentor and say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me make this guitar like much bigger? You know, can you help me make it sound like a certain track? If you have a reference track, definitely I would recommend bringing that as well. And the good thing is that because you have that one-on-one, you're gonna get your questions answered as well. So guys, that is how to whiten your guitars.